Hello, I am Jaxeed and welcome to my video tutorial on how to make a stop or go rail station in Minecraft. What I've done here is basically lay out a straight strip of rail with powered rails on either side just for demonstration purposes so we can get some speed into our rail station. The purpose of this rail station is basically to make a point where you can choose whether you want to stop or continue on. I'm sure many of you have made like long rail systems and suddenly you figure out while you have built the whole thing that you really would like the option to stop at some point or not. What the circumstances may be, and this will be it. How we start off is basically choosing at what point we would like our stop or go point to be. I placed a red torch right there because I think I'm gonna build it right there. So let's begin. I'm gonna knock out some of these normal rails like this, just to lay down some powered rails. And at this point it's just a normal booster point, as you can see, with 5 powered rails like that. But we're gonna make it a little bit more advanced than that, obviously, by placing a detector track on either side. Now it's important that you don't place the detector track right up next to the powered tracks, because then you will have a redstone current be powered from the detector track, so you want one in between, one regular track in between, so you don't get that, because you don't always want that current to matter. So like that. And the next point would be I can basically show you the theory on how this is gonna work just by laying out some redstone here. Oops, wrong place. Like that. Now when a minecart, I don't need that one, so okay. When a minecart rides over this point, it's gonna switch off the powered rails for a second. Let me demonstrate. You've probably seen this already, but for a second, and then it turns back on again, and that second is enough to stop your cart. However, we need some fancy circuitry down there, so we can we can choose whether we want to stop or not. Right now it will stop either way, and that is done by a fancy little circuit thingy called a NAND. That is basically a setup where 2 criteria needs to be fulfilled for the current to continue, and that is built in this way. I'm gonna go 2 steps out like that. I'll just lay down 3 blocks of sand right there. It doesn't need to be sand, of course, but I'm using sand in my tutorial right here. Then you place up 2 redstone torches like that, and some redstone in the middle. And then you can carry the current right there. Okay, now we have 2 connection points behind this thing, and that's where the redstone torches are right now. And it's very important that the reason why I made that turn right there is because if we lay the redstone like this, it's not gonna work, because we need to go straight in for the point like that. Now when a minecart goes on top of there, this torch turns off. That's one of our criteria. Okay, so the next thing we will need is a lever, and this is basically the tool for which we're gonna decide whether we're gonna stop or go. So I'm gonna place the lever. I don't want it that way, I want it, oops, not that way either, that way. So now we have a lever which we're gonna connect to the other point. So now we can switch that off and on like that. That's all well and good, but we also have a other side that needs a lever and a NAND circuit thingy. So let's start building that. I'm just gonna copy whatever I did on the other side like that, and then it's here. 1, 2, 3 redstone torches on top, redstone in the middle, and down we go. And then connect the pressure plate detector track there, and we need a lever. Let's place it right here. I don't want it that way, I want it how do I do this properly? There you go, that's the way I want it. So I'm gonna pull out some redstone and connect that one too. There we are. So now we have the two criteria for both sides, though we don't want them to affect each other. We want these two to operate independently, and right now they don't. So this will be off either way right now. So we need another NAND circuit thingy to finish this off. So I'm gonna knock out some redstone here and set up 3 blocks like that. Redstone, oops, mouse wheel in the middle, and redstone torches either side, and connect and connect. And this is actually the whole circuitry right here. This is it. This should function as expected now. How this works is now both levers are set to the go position. That means, well, the lever is set to the go position. Right now both levers or both setups are independent, so it doesn't really matter. But the lever that is closest to us is set to the go position. That means that when I'm riding it, I'm just going to continue on, no problem at all. However, when it is set to the stop position by giving power there, it's gonna, yeah, you know already, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's gonna stop at this point. Oh, it powers right back on again, and when you jump out, you need to keep that in mind. But anyway, just to demonstrate that they are independent, I'm gonna leave that lever on the stop position by being activated, and leaving this on the go position, and you'll see that it's completely independent. Oops, I need to push it as well. Hey, and we'll just continue going even though that one is set to stop. However, if we switch this one over to stop, it's gonna predictably stop like that. Oops, again. Need to watch out when you're jumping out here. So there you are. That's it. And it's turning night, and I'm guessing that's my cue to round this thing up. Thank you for watching, and hope you find this useful.